Logos, POW.
Okay, here we go. This is the 500th episode of Logos POW. So, to celebrate the milestone, the achievement, and, well, I suppose the massive amount of time that people are put into watching all this shit, we've thrown it out to the audience on social media. So, here's some games which have been nominated for me to play for 2 minutes, just to see if we can get a quick feel of it and see what they're like in quick succession. So let's go. Right, so Sergeant Goat has recommended I play Sorcerer Striker, which is a game I was aware of but don't remember. And I've used the music in an intro before as well. The music's more familiar to me than the game. So yeah, upwards scrolling shooty. I'm always going to be a fan there. Yeah, not quite sort of bullet hell cavey sort of look, but it's interesting to play a shoot 'em up that's not space themed, so yeah, that's always a nice mix up. Obviously you've got very science fiction style trappings here, so that's nice. Well, if we'll actually reach a boss before the 2 minute mark is up, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, here we go. A lizard built into a castle, maybe some sort of medieval spiritual tortoise or something, I don't know. Smart bombs? Yes, smart bombs. Okay, excellent. So that's good. But yeah, this is a fab little game. Quite enjoying this. It's one of those things which probably didn't get converted to anything. I think it's quite as a shooter goes, it's a 90s one, so generally they didn't get as much in the way of conversions as other shooters from earlier decades, maybe. I don't know, I'm just talking shit there. But yeah, that's an interesting little game. Thank you for the heads up. Right, so Amy has suggested Tunnel B1, a game which I'm aware of, and I must have played back in the day because it was a huge deal from a marketing perspective back then. And it looked really pretty for an early PlayStation game, no denying that, but I have absolutely no idea where I'm supposed to be going. And is that a switch there? Yep. Open this gate. It's weird because you accelerate with buttons and fire with the L and R buttons there, and then there's a thing there, whatever that was. And we've opened something else, but there's another thing there. Okay. But yeah, so it doesn't control like, you know, a first person shooter, so it doesn't control like Doom. It's a bit more like Wipeout in some ways, in the way it's presented and the way it plays. And I've run into some more shit here. But yeah, this was heavily hyped back in the day. It was massive. Right, there's another gate there. So drive up to the gate, make sure it goes green. And then reverse accelerate, and that's the end of the first level. So stage 2 is more the same. It's, not surprisingly, it's in another tunnel. It's just we're getting used to having to reverse when you hit a dead end like that. There's got to be more weapons available here, but I haven't actually found out how to use them. No, it's not any of the other shoulder buttons. Doesn't appear to be a strafe command either. I could be wrong. But technically very impressive. The point of view just seems to stick up in the air a little bit, which is a bit weird, but this is not as bad as I remember it being. So yeah, so there we go. Tunnel B1, thanks Amy. That's time up. Right, Videopolis has suggested I play Psycho Hopper for the Commodore 64. So the idea of this game is to bounce around on a space hopper while shooting stuff. And you can gain more momentum, I'd imagine. I'm not sure how that works. Oh, I see. Time your bounces. Well, it's time to get some movement now. Getting a good bounce on now, so don't want to go up there. So we need to bounce less to not go up there. What a bizarre game. It seems like I've got to collect something there. Maybe parts for a foot pump for this thing or something, and I'm being attacked by little goblin things, and now I've got to shoot a fence out the way. And the goblins are getting me. Maybe they're gnomes, who knows. What a bizarre game. Never heard of this one. I'm trying to keep my momentum up now. That's because I need to go up there. Because along this way, there's another part of the... Looks like a chalice I'm collecting, maybe? I don't know. Oh, and we're dead. What a bizarre little game. Well, thanks for bringing it to my attention. So, Anthony Durso has recommended an SNK game, predictably enough, and this is Mad Crasher. You can appear to control some sort of Sinclair C5 derivative on a highway through an asteroid field. Again, shooting fun. I'm a fan. But yeah, this is old, isn't it? This is old SNK, and I probably should have pressed a jump button now. Do we have a jump button? Let me investigate. Yes, you do. Okay, right. Also getting slight LED Storm vibes here as well. Oh, power boost. It's very F-Zero. Interesting little game. Again, one I was aware of, but not one I've really looked at. So that's interesting and obscure. So you know that fits a bill too. Excellent. What's going on over here? There's some kind of centipede thing. Do I get behind? No, I don't get behind it. Right. Here we go. I think that laser sound effect is going to grate somewhat, but no power-ups that we've seen so far either. Yeah, it's all very jolly. I don't think it's going to hold up to repeated play, but hey, you know, it's a game probably from the very early 80s, probably. I don't know when this was released. So yeah. Interesting thing, background changing as well now. I'm not sure what that was, some sort of checkpoint. There's a brick in the middle of the road. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Solid recommendation. Thank you, Anthony. Right, so Dudley of Yesterday has, predictably enough, recommended a Master Saster game for me, and this is one he covered in Yesterday a little while ago. The Flash. And I really don't know what I'm doing. I was paying attention while watching Yesterday, but I really can't remember what the DDO here was with this. Are they spikes or traffic cones? Who knows? But yeah, it's a nice fun little platformer by the looks of things. They're spikes, aren't they? Okay. And I'm dead already. Well done me. And all the enemies respawn at the when you die again. Oh, okay. I presume I'm supposed to be collecting all these flash icons. Yeah, I should have paid more attention, shouldn't I? And we're dead again. I mean, it's very jolly, very pretty. But this does have what looks to be a very tight time limit. But why the Flash has a time limit? The guy's time personified, maybe, or something. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. What's that do? Oh, that does something. I thought it might give me more time or something. And pizza's going to give me health because that's the will of the world. Oh, shit, dead again. Or he's damaged again. But yeah, interesting little fun thing, maybe worth trying. But watch Dudley play it and talk about it on Yesterday. It made a lot more sense than me just faffing away through it for a couple of minutes. Right, Geigerpunk has recommended I play this game called Revelation for the Commodore 64. So here we go. Not sure what's going on here, but there seems to be some kind of bird riding action going on. Oh, and toppling some towers which have upside down pentagrams on it. This is the kind of game that back in the day somebody would have copied for me, and I would have gone, oh, that's interesting, and probably put a lot of time into it. Of course, this day and age, so many games like this tend to get forgotten. And this was a Softtech release, and I believe Softtech were the original trading name of The Edge, which of course was Tim Langdell's company, which you should not call anything Edge ever again. We dead? We're dead. Shit. Oh no, life lost, okay. Are we starting from the beginning again? I really don't know. Oh no, there we go, we've done those pentagram things there. I'm guessing the idea is to do all the pentagrams on a level before you continue? Well, let's continue destroying towers and turning them into pentagrams. I'm guessing they're toppling over and the pentagrams are on top of the tower, I would imagine. And there's probably a couple I've missed somewhere, but these bad guys are getting in the way. It's auto-firing. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be auto-firing, but I'll take it. Saves on tapping the joypad button so much. Alright, there's one there. Yeah, okay, we got a blue flashing screen then when we did that one. So, is that it? And I've got to find an exit? Oh, avoid that, whatever that is. I really don't know. I really don't know what's going on now. But yes, thank you for recommending this for me, Rob. Right, so Mark, Zach, T-Duck has suggested I play Penguin Wars, or Penguin Con Wars, or whatever it is. It seems to be some sort of dodgeball thing, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, which is quite good for most of life. And I think the idea is I've got to get all the balls up to his end before he gets all the balls to my end, maybe. Maybe hitting him to incapacitate him at the same time. So let's just throw all the balls. One left. Can we get him? And there's a blob on the screen as well. Right. Probably came quite close to it there, but I keep on getting hit by balls. There's your mum joke this episode. Now, time's up. I don't know who's got the most balls, least balls wins. I'm guessing that's me. Yep, I won a point. You're an excellent player. Present you with points. Right. Hey, it's more the same. Okay. I suppose it is technically possible to win outright by chucking all the balls up there, but weird little game. I suppose I should be aiming for him a bit more than I am, but... And the blob's back in the middle. And I'm doing really quite badly now. They could all turn around in an instant. It's not going to, but it could do. Yeah, that's a weird ass game. Right, this is Hobo Hajiki Matsuri, and Dan DJP suggested I try this absolute slice of madness. I don't know what's going on, but I'm got appear to have a big tongue, and I'm licking people as I'm going past, and they're hiding in trees. What a weird thing. And you can appear to move your direction of your tongue as you're fighting it, but you get hit by the guys jumping off. I really don't know what's going on here. Do any of the buttons do anything? I'm not sure. Or they all do the same thing, maybe. What a bizarre game. I'm getting some real Katamari Damacy vibes with this, strangely with the music. Whoa, this is weird. Well, things coming out of his armpits. Can we do that again? No, I think there's like a special. And there's a whatever that is. It looked like a bomb. Wow, this is really strange. Can we do the armpit thing again? I don't know, but we've just done something. We've got a little man following us as well. I'm not sure where he came from, but... You get a hit combo out of this as well. What a weirdo game! But yeah, okay. That's it. Game end. Right, so Chinivision has recommended I play Out of This World on the CPC. And... oh, this is Fantasy Zone, I think. It's very similar to Fantasy Zone. I'm not entirely sure what is going on apart from some shooting action, but so far I'm digging it. The background is a bit annoying because I can't... well, there's stars, but I can't see if there's an incoming fire from... shit. Anything there? Okay. It's very slickly presented, I will give it that. There's no HUD at all, so I'm not entirely sure if I'm supposed to be destroying a certain amount of things, or if there's bases like in Fantasy Zone. But, you know what? This ain't too shabby, is it? And the background is all just background. There's nothing to crash into. And I believe, is there coins on a destroyer? No. Oh, there was something fell onto my ship there when I destroyed a wave. Well, I didn't see what hit me there. Right, let's just go for a wander and just see if we can see what... oh, is that bouncing thing to pick up? I don't know. Well, I picked it up anyway. I don't know what it does. See if there's any bases to destroy like in Fantasy Zone, but I really don't know. What's that down the bottom? No, nothing to pick up there. I'm losing track of where my ship is because the background is so pretty. The ship is getting lost inside it. But... and also, I just went to dodge the background star there as well. I'm pleasantly surprised here. This is nice. Well, these the last... oh no, this comes another wave of bad guys there. Yeah, I'm making my eyes go a tad funny, this is. But, interesting game nonetheless. Thanks, Jenny. Right, so Dan Quasimod has nominated Magical Chase for the Game Boy Color. I didn't know this was a thing, so this is a new one for me. So here we go. So far, very pretty, very Magical Chase. Obviously, Magical Chase is similar to Cotton in a lot of ways because of witches, broomsticks, and shootings. So this is nice. Yep, I am enjoying this. This is good. Yeah, not much I could say about this. It's just really nice and really unusual. I just didn't know it was even a thing. I mean, Cotton came out in Neo Geo Pocket Color as well, so that's sort of a comparison of sorts. But yeah, I expect this is insanely rare and it's even expensive as well. Oh, there's a shop. Hello, Billy at the shop. Yeah, we'll have one of those. Is this a boss? I'm not sure. But yeah, there we go. 2 minutes is up. Right, Chris Shadowins has recommended I try Star Castle, and this is this. Let's see if it's any good. Oh, blimey. It's got a sound, and that's down to my version of MAME, so that's my fault. But it seems to be an interesting sort of take on... Well, I'm not totally sure. It all feels very familiar. I mean, it's obviously there's some asteroids element here with the way the ship controls, and... But you've got to be breaking down these shields. Oh, shit. Through their little magical weak spots there, which you can see. But then the magical weak spots like fly off and fly after you. It seems to be sort of a homing. But then the shields come back. And I'm now uncontrollably flying through space. This is always what happens to me in asteroids. So, yeah. And I suppose you've got to get to the middle to destroy the core. Oh, not doing particularly well. Oh, Christ, that was close. Yeah, this was one of those vector games with an overlay on it, I believe, because if I fly too close to the red section, for example, my ship turns red. So it's emulating that sort of colour polythene screen coating which some of these games have. And it doesn't actually hurt if I fly into one of the shields. It just bounces me off. So that's interesting. And I'm dead again. Last ship. The last hope for mankind. And I'm dead. Well, there we go. That was 2 minutes of something, wasn't it? Right, so Shane Battams has suggested I play Terracon. So here we go. So it's sort of third-person-y, gathery sort of stuff. And there's a rabbit there. There's a thing to destroy, and oh, there's a man inside it. It's initially very impressive for a PlayStation 1 game, I must say that. I did have to go through quite a long tutorial to reach and get to this point. But that's fine. It sort of taught me some of the basics of the game. You've got to collect these launch codes. Oh, what's going on here? Yep, okay. And then got to generate a beacon. So we're going to shoot some shit up first and then follow the arrow. These cavemen don't like me at all. Oh, I mean, your alien's allergic to water, I found. Oh, what's going on here? So that's something I've got to generate by shooting at it, giving it energy. Wow, and is that the end of the first level? No? Okay, we've still got stuff going on. But yeah, there's a lot to this. There's a lot more to this than I could really cover in 2 minutes, but it is very impressive. It could do with twin stick controls to move where you're looking, but aside from that, this is actually really impressive. Where we go now? We're following this arrow this way. Into the water? Oh, we don't like water. Oh no, I've gone past where the arrow's pointing. Oh, back to my ship, which is hanging up there, so that's good. So yeah, this is interesting and fun, and I really do recommend having a go at it. Game over! Right, so Andrew Merman has suggested I play Bubble Ghost, which has taken a little bit of jiggery pokery to get the keyboard and your mouse working on this emulator, but the idea is blow the bubble and you can rotate the ghost left and right using the left and right mouse buttons and blow the bubble into a hole. Excellent. And then you've got to avoid stuff, so this is gonna be a bit challenging. If it hits anything, this is, oh shit, your ghost complains at you. So it's a bit like when you're at a party and you're playing Keep You Up Balloon. If you've got kids, it's a bit like that. And it's very analog in its control. The bubble will move in multiple different directions. It's not like it's got set angles it moves at. So it's, oh, rotate the right way. It's got a lot of inertia on it as well. Ah, yep, we've done that. Oh god, now what? Well, that's a lot to get through there, isn't it? Right, avoid the candle. Bubbles and candles don't mix, especially if bubbles are filled with, I don't know, hydrogen or something like that. Just ask the Hindenburg. I'm sure the Hindenburg didn't crash into a candle while a ghost blew it around the screen, so, you know, the humanity. Oh, no. Rotate. Ah, shit. This is not what I was expecting. I didn't know what I was going to expect from this, to be honest, but we have it here all the same. I'm not an ambi-turner. Anybody watches me play Tetris, I only rotate in one direction in Tetris, and ah, shit. So, yeah, there we go. Bubble Ghost on the Amiga. Thank you, Andrew. One I hadn't played before. Right, so Joe has suggested I play BCV Battle Construction Vehicles. This appears to be some sort of fighting game involving oh shit, what's going on here? Construction vehicles. I've no idea what that was all about, but so yeah, the idea is to bash heavy construction vehicles worth probably hundreds of thousands of dollars into each other. And oh, I've done this again. I'm not sure what's going on. Am I supposed to be hitting buttons while this is happening? The controls seem to do very little. Forward and backwards are as you would expect, and you can rotate slightly. I would have sort of hoped for dual stick tank controls for this, but apparently not. What? And you got special moves of some description, but okay, I'm not sure how I do any of that shit. Oh, okay, we've done something now, and it's... What? Okay, that's really bizarre. It says you've got front attack, side attack, and then block, but... Can I power up that again and do some more damage? No, I really don't know what's going on now. I mean, you've got like a damage meter down the side there. And you seem to be able to hold down the button to do stuff sometimes, but wow, this is just so strange. Okay, what's going on now? I mean, it's like almost like a wrestling thing where you've got to hold your opponent in a position to make them submit. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to do this again somehow. Multi-dimensional movement there, and we've cubed him. Yep, it's a very unusual game, and I think that's time to move on again. Right, Dr. Johnny Blanchard has suggested I play Gekcky Boy for the PC Engine. So it's all about getting the pictures, the stuff that happens. And it's sort of a sideways scrolling thing. You have to avoid stuff as well and get photos of something interesting as they happen. I've played the PS2 version of this on the channel a long time ago. He's going to flash, isn't he? I wonder if we can actually get an obscene shot of the flasher. No, yep, oh no, am I out of film now? Apparently my editor's not too happy about the pictures I took. It's one of those things where you've got to get certain things, so the car taking off and the flasher flashing. So you've got a list of things to take photos of. And you took extra camera rolls for taking photos of funny things as they happen. So you've got to remember the events that happen and take photos accordingly. Yep, we got the flasher that time. No idea where the car taking off is, but maybe we didn't get far enough last time to actually see it. Whoops! Don't run into skateboards, it's a bad idea. And that's going to do the Marilyn Monroe thing, but I missed it because I was too busy on the skateboard. You can jump as well. Nice photo of an aeroplane, but I've missed the girls doing the Marilyn Monroe thing, but she fell over and I took a photo of her boobs. But that's just wrong, isn't it? Taking photos of somebody's boobs in the first place. Non-consensual! I missed that plane crashing as well. But yeah, it's an interesting fun game. I was aware of the concept before, but never played the PC Engine version, so that's cool. So there we go, a bunch of random games that I've played for, edited down to 2 minutes admittedly. So thank you to Sergeant Goat, Dan as DJP, Joe, Shane, Dan, Quasimod, Amy N, Chris Shadowends, Anthony Durso, Chinivision, Merman, Mark Zacty Duck, Dr. Johnny Blanchard, Geigerpunk, Videopolis, and of course Yesterzine for their suggestions. I hope I did you proud. Also, I'd like to thank everybody now on this 500th edition of the POW for watching, subscribing, sharing, putting up with my shit on social media, and a special thank you to the Patreon supporters. So that is Wardener75, Geigerpunk again, Go Botto, and Drew Calcott. So thank you very much guys for your continued support. Thank you to everyone again who watches this stuff, and I'll see you in 501.
Yeah, subscribe or naff off.